Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. In the last episode we set up red and green science in what is now the official red and green science area. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shut these off, and we're going to start slowly dismantling the jumpstart base here. All right, so I'm going to start disconnecting some things so we stop producing stuff that we don't need. We'll disconnect all of this. Actually, I'm not going to disconnect that. Let's leave that connected. And what I'll do is disconnect it from here, so that way we use up the rest of the ore. All right, and I can cut that off there. So we'll use up the rest of the ore on these belts so that we're not bothered with it. Get rid of some of that there. So I'll let it make gears. What else? I guess I'll let this make grenades, and we'll just let all this run until the belts are starved. And we could take those. Take those. Yeah, go ahead. All right. So we'll just let that run. All right, and then these have, I think, deposited the last of their cargo, so we can pick these up. And then what I'm really after are the labs. So I'm going to take those labs over to the new science area. And that'll be that many fewer that I need to fabricate. Now, I've already made a stack of them in my inventory. All right, so we got 24. That's actually quite a coincidence. That's the number I was going for, believe it or not. Okay, let's pick this up. And I'm going to run out of inventory space here very shortly. 2, 3, 4, 5. There, we can use those up. Okay. And then, like I said, we'll just let the rest of that burn itself out. And then over here, we'll put in the power poles. I've got a bunch of wood that I don't really need. Get rid of that too. Let's throw a light down over here. Okay. Now, if I don't try to turn it all, I should be able to go almost all the way to where I need to go without crashing. And then once I get here to the part where I have to turn, I stop and I go the rest of the way on foot. All right. Yeah, we're doing good on the red ammo now. I've got a full stack in my in my weapon, and I've got about half a stack available for turrets when the need arises. So we're making good progress there. All right, so let's expand this out a ways. That's going to go there. And that's going to go there. No, the light goes on the inside of the corner. Like that. Okay, now we can see we've got some water here, and we're going to need to fill that in. Not immediately, but before very long, we'll have to do that. So let's start making some landfill. can do that. We'll just do that down here where we're mining the stone. Okay. And I'll make an iron chest, which holds more than a wooden chest. And then I'm going to give this 3 blue inserters, because it takes 20 stone to make 1 landfill. So it's a rather slow process. And what we're going to see is that those 3 inserters can eat up most of a yellow belt. So we'll go ahead and add some more drills on here. And we'll just start making a full box of landfill. Landfill goes very quickly once you start putting it down. So I always start stockpiling it fairly early in the game so that it's there when I need it. All right. See 3 of those, and it's still waiting. And that's with stack bonuses. All right, so we'll let that run for a bit, and we'll just let that whole chest fill up. It's not a problem. Stone is cheap and plentiful. Now, one thing I did notice is when we were killing biters, there's a little tiny oil patch over here. Actually, I shouldn't have put it directly on top of it because now I won't be able to click it. Let's put it here. There we go. And so far I haven't seen any other oil on the map. Oh, okay. There's a bunch up there. Wonderful. Yeah, and really this is not much further than this, so we'll probably start up there, I suppose. Okay, so let's set up the labs so we can get back to making science happen. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll go 1, 2. Actually, let's see if we can put this here in the middle, approximately. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I know what we can do. And then get a blueprint, and that'll give you a count, 28. Okay, so that's 14 and 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so that's the middle. And it'll be shifted over slightly. All right, so I'm giving it 3 belts because 3, 4, 1. There we go. Because we'll eventually have 6 science packs in the game. At least I think it's 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, actually 7. We'll be making 6, and then the 7th one will come from space science. But we probably won't do space science here in this part of the base. All right, so we'll go 1, 2. Yeah, and actually I'm just going to run these all the way down. So we'll do 12 on each side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then this is too big of a gap for me to judge well from up there. There we go. All right, and I'm going to need a bunch of these long inserters because this starts to get a little tricky when you're trying to feed in material from 3 different belts. All right, now to begin with, we'll make this easy on ourselves and just do it like this. Okay. And then on this side, they're going to be like that. Okay, and then we'll put in power poles. let's see. I guess I'll just do them like this for now. We'll have to clean this up later once we get to 3 belts. Okay. Let's run that in there. All right. Actually, I'm going to pull this up. Let's set up the belts. Let's set it up for 3 belts from the beginning. The signs can wait. All right, so we'll start by working on this side. So these 2 will pull from the far belt. Then we could put 2 more like that. They'll pull from the second belt. And then we can have the third belt doing this. And these will pull from that belt. Okay, so that's how we get 3 different belts into the same 2 machines. And then on this side, I suppose we should do this in the same way, right? Like that. Okay, and then we can have like that, and then we can put a light there. Yeah, that'll work. So let me pick up all these inserters and we'll redo it in this way. I think I'm going to need more of these red ones. And then the belt in the center can go unmolested all the way down the line. It doesn't need any underground applied to it. Okay. Right, so we need to go underground there. Yeah, basically we go underground in front of the yellow inserters. Like that. Okay, and then this belt can proceed all the way down to the end. Oh, wait a minute. What? Okay, yeah, we messed that up. All right, yeah, these can't be exactly the same on both sides. Let's try this again. Sorry about that. Okay. So this is going to have reds there and there and yellows there. Okay, so these need to go like that. All right, what else can we do? Well, let's do shotgun stuff. Okay, so I'm going to blueprint this because it's starting to get a little confusing for me. Okay, and then I'll just copy this down by shift left clicking. And then all I have to do is paint by numbers. Okay, and actually this last one, we can just do that. Okay. And then lights all the way down. Okay, so that side's done. And then this side, I think this side was, yeah, this side will work fine the way that it is. Okay, that should work. All right, we'll do number 2. All right, and then this gets lights all the way down. Okay, so there's our super duper super fast science lab area. Yeah, I've got belts and inserters to last me quite a long time. Let's go down and get that landfill so that we can finish up that area there. I don't think we need to fill in too much. Well, I'll just grab all of it. We can come back and put whatever we don't need away. Actually, one of these ought to feed 2. That's fine. We'll save it for military science. Oh, and I have these extra science packs too, so let's get rid of those. There we go. All right. Yeah, so at this point, we essentially just need to fill in where our sidewalk's going to go. All right. And then I'm going to need more of this. I wish I would have thought of that when I was down there. I'm going to have to engage in dangerous activities like driving this car. I hate it. I really hate this car. Don't like driving it. I really only do it for you guys, so you don't have to watch me running around the map. If I was playing by myself, I would not be using a car. All right, let's see here. We'll take that many. All right, pick up the car. I'm done. Done with you. All right, I'll keep the landfill for when we get to the next section. We also might want to start thinking about building some stuff below the bus. Although I guess we could put everything on top. Why not? We can put everything above the bus. All right. Yeah, and this will be the middle part of the block. So if we need to grow above it, we'll just jump over, and so we'll keep this walkway running down here. We'll have the other one below, and we'll have a nice, neat looking structure. Okay, I think that's about it for that. Let's do more shotgun shell damage. I might as well make a shotgun since we're doing the research. Shotguns are a very good weapon for taking out biter bases. Oh, I need iron. And then I'll make a handful of, or a couple handfuls of shotgun shells. Yeah, shotguns against the biter nests are very effective. They do a lot of damage. Especially when you get a lot of the upgrades done. Okay, so why don't we now extend our bus to where it needs to be. We'll just bring it all the way down to the beginning of the next block. And then I think the next thing to put together would be the mall, so we can start making some supplies. And for that, we're going to use one of my blueprints. Let me run on the belt. It's a lot quicker that way. Okay, and we need to extend these guys too. I wonder if there's a way to turn that sound off. I mean, when I try to do something and nothing happens, I already get the idea. I don't need that rude buzzing in my ear. Wow, those belts didn't last long. Okay, and we can do number 3 as well. Let's grab some more belts. Feels so nice to have all the stuff that I need being made automatically. That's what I like about this game. That type of thing is really satisfying. When you've built all this stuff up and it makes your life easier in some way. It's quite satisfying. Okay, so we're going to need to fill... Yeah, I think we're going to need to fill in all of this water. So let's see how much of it we can... Let's see if we can at least fill up to here before we run out of landfill. Okay, and I'm going to need to take out all this rock. And we'll put it in the landfill machine when we go down there to get more landfill. You know, it's 1 landfill per tile, so 20 stone will fill 1 tile with land, and 1 tile is not very much. You know, what we want to fill in here, this is, I don't know, it's probably at least 1,000 tiles. It's a lot. All right, let's get out my blueprint book. Put it in the main library, and there it is. Because I do have a mall in here. Actually, let's pick up the book so I don't... Yeah, here we go. Mid-game mall. And boy, isn't it awfully big. Okay, yep, gonna need more landfill. Let's run this over. Get that set up. I hope it'll fit in here. think it will. Let's see. Yeah, it'll fit quite easily. Okay, it's just the vertical portion that we're going to have to work with a little bit. We'll have to relocate some of it to get across that middle walkway. What am I coming here for? I'm going to get more landfill. Nope. Not today. 362. That's not going to last very long. See, these stacks of stones just disappear like they're nothing. And you can see how there's almost nothing making it past these inserters. Okay, we're done with the shotgun stuff. Oh, let's do fluid wagon. That way we can move oil around if we need to. When we need to. We will need to, for sure. 620. Okay, I'm doing pretty good on red ammo. All right, let's see how much of this water we can get filled in and see if we can make enough room to plop down the mall blueprint and start to build it. I should have gotten more stone brick while I was down there. Okay, so we'll just try to fill in. Yeah, you know, we're not doing too bad. I think we'll be able to get at least the first part of it in place. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we can build this much of the mid-game mall. All right, so we're going to line it up there vertically and horizontally. Right about there looks good. So I'm going to shift-click it down. And then I am going to... Oh, isn't that a shame? Well, so be it. I'm going to erase this entire upper section of it. Except for those fish. I was erasing fish somehow. Okay, and then the rest of it will have to go across. Such is life. All right, so let's start building this up. I've often said that the mall is essentially a gear factory with some useful byproducts because it does require a lot of gears. Okay, we'll skip over those. Let's make some more assembly machines before I run out of iron plate yet again. Glad I had all those gears on my person. But this, you know what, just having this will be great because we'll be able to make all the inserters, red and green logistics parts, and this'll take us a long way. Speaking of red, it would be really nice if I didn't have to build this twice, but I'm just not going to be able to make a lot of red belts with the amount of gears and stuff that I have. So I think we're going to have to do this in stages. Okay, so this is going to be iron. And let's start by making the gears first. And we'll just get a lot of gears cranking away. Okay, need a few more of those. let's get this right over there. If I can at least get the gears going today, that'll be a good place to stop. Let's see. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is, whoops, I'm going to set output priority to the left side. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay, and we're not making anything because we have no inserters. Okay, these are all cranking away happily. Good. Now I can essentially have as many gears as I want. Okay, so let's get up to making these yellow logistics parts. Because once I have essentially unlimited underground belts and splitters, it'll make our lives a lot easier. Okay. Yes. That one's going to need green circuits, which we'll get to in just a moment. Ah, that feels so good. Okay. I'll have to make a few more splitters on my own. All right, so this belt is going to be red and green circuits on a shared belt. We don't have red yet, and that's okay. So for now, we'll just put green on half of a belt. That one's going to be kind of in the way, but that's all right. There we go. And we can put green on half a belt just by doing that. All right, how are we doing here? Yeah, so this isn't quite as fast to make yellow belts as what I have in the science area, but because it's got to share its output with these other machines. But it'll just always be running, and whenever we're off doing stuff, it'll be making more belts for us quietly in the background. All right, so and these are already limited to 4 stacks of belts, 2 of those, and 2 of those. So I'm going to go ahead and take 1 stack of undergrounds. It feels good to have that. And we can grab a bunch of splitters too. All right. So I think what I'll do off camera, and I know I said I wasn't going to do a lot off camera, but this is just one little thing. Yeah, power pole there. I'm going to wait for these chests to fill up, and then I'll start making these red belts as well. So I'll just finish laying down the blueprint for those guys. So that in the next episode, we'll have red belts available to us already. Okay. So I'll be working on that. I will see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.